So we'd just like to welcome everybody on the live Facebook stream joining us this morning from Ballinrobe in County Mayo for the first semi-final of the GAA Handball Men's Open Singles Irish Nationals between the current All-Ireland Senior Singles champion and number one seed here this weekend is Charly Shanks from the Clare Club in Lurgan, and the number 4 seed from Tuamgraney in County Clare, Diarmuid Nash.
0-0.
So it's 2 15s and a tiebreak of 11. Calls the referee Dara Daly, and in co-commentary with me is Peter Function from Kells in County Kilkenny.
Short ball.
Short ball. First action of the men's semi-final from Diarmuid Nash. Thanks. So we'll try and assess the action as best we can this morning. Already earlier we had the two ladies singles semi-finals. The first of those was won by Katrina Casey from Cork.
1-0.
She beat the prodigious Fiona Tully from St. Comans and Roscommon 2 straight games. And in the second semi-final we had a real humdinger between Martina McMahon, fresh from her exploits in Tucson, and she had a terrific 11-10 tiebreak victory over
2-0.
Aisling Riley, who was on the recovery road as such, and it was a fantastic game.
Short ball.
11-10 in the tiebreak. Martina won it, so terrific action here so far this morning. What can we expect from the opening men's semi-final, Peter?
I don't know. Point. Diarmuid's after starting off with his 3-wall serve. I expect as the match continues
3-0.
he's going to go into his lob serve. It gave Colin Creighton a few issues yesterday. So I'd say we'll see how the first game goes, but as the game progresses I do see his lob serve straight down the left come into effect. I tried it myself against Charly yesterday. It didn't really work, but I think Diarmuid has it perfected, so I say he will start to use it. We'll also have to see how the bodies hold up. Diarmuid had a tiebreaker against Colin yesterday, so we'll see how he could be a bit sore this morning. Charly might be that bit fresher. He played myself. It wasn't that difficult for him, I don't think. But we'll see how it goes.
4-0.
Yeah, so the opening exchanges, Diarmuid Nash in control 4-0. 4 in, 0 out.
It's a good serve. Crack.
Point. 5-0.
5-0. I actually thought that was short myself, and maybe I'm starting to see things, but sure.
The old age is getting to you, Gavin.
Must be.
Side away.
So 5-0.
0-5. Side away.
An easy settle for Diarmuid, and he takes
Quickly into his
advantage.
stride.
5-0.
Of course, Charly is the reigning All-Ireland Senior Singles champion, beating Robbie McCarthy in last year's final. And Diarmuid has also been in a Senior Singles final the year before. He was beaten by Robbie McCarthy. So both players no stranger to the big occasion, no strangers even to the big occasion.
I think experience-wise, both men will be fairly equal. They're both no strangers to big occasions.
Side away.
So getting to the semi-final here at the Nationals, I don't think is going to faze either one of the players. Even though Charly is the older man.
0 plays
both
5.
have good experience.
0-5.
Short ball.
Of course, Charly Shanks is a terrific low serve, and I suppose it's perfected over a long number of years. And really, when he's serving well, you know, it's a huge problem
Side
for
away.
anybody to try and get it back because the trajectory is coming so low.
5 plays 0.
All of us 60 by 30 guys now, Peter. When we get into play the likes of yourself and Charly, Shanks, we find it very difficult to kind of cope with that type of a serve.
Side away.
Yeah, well, Charly is one of the best servers in the game. Even when you go to the States,
0 plays 5.
they do have servers kind of matches Charly's, but it goes so low. It's nearly impossible to get your hand to it. Gave me a lot of difficulty yesterday, and you see
Side
the
away.
scores.
5-0.
A few unforced errors here early on, but I think that might just be nerves.
Great shot, Diarmuid.
Point.
There's no messing around here. They're going
6-0.
they're going for broke.
Diarmuid Nash is very quick, of course, like, and you know, he's one of the most athletic players
Short
in the
ball.
game, and very smart and intelligent player as well. 6-0. It's a significant advantage at the opening stages, really, isn't it?
6 still, big lead. The games are so short, only up to 15. It's not going to be easy to put this one back. No doubt he has the ability, Charly, but 6-0, it's not ideal.
Chance.
Side away.
He had a great open there to make it 7, and he kind of left it hanging around a little bit loose.
Yeah, can't give Charly them easy ones.
0-6.
Easy dump into the corner.
Play it again.
Cover ball.
Replay.
Same score. 0 plays 6.
Charly asking for the ball to be checked, and he's not overly happy with the bounce of it.
Have a look at that.
Might be a little bit wonky. Haven't been many broken balls here for the weekend, really, has there?
No, the last, one of my games yesterday, the last shot I hit, I think it cracked internally because I checked it, but that's as close as we got to breaking a ball. The Irish balls, they hold up well in even in training in the courts. They don't seem to burst. When they're over in America, they seem to split a lot easier. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe the consistency of the ball this year is probably a little bit better than what it has been maybe last year, because of all the games this weekend, I don't think
That's right, yeah.
there hasn't been any ball replaced.
Last year you could go through a good few of them in a tournament.
Maybe Charly is just maybe looking for a little bit of a break, so we're going to the front desk
Yeah,
to replenish the stock of handballs. Dara Daly, of course, is the man taking charge of this game.
I'll have to remember that one when I'm playing. I don't like the ball.
Dara's been ever present here all weekend, playing himself, refereeing games, organising everything, and generally has done a terrific job. Fantastic courts here in Ballinrobe as well. Venue have to be complimented on, you know, having the courts in such pristine condition. There's plenty of tea and sandwiches for everybody, and the courts are, you know, they're very well kept, and they're
That's it. Even
they're nice and warm.
That's it. The amount of games there was yesterday, the court kept dry. I was surprised. I thought towards the end of the evening yesterday the ball was going to start sliding, but it held up surprisingly well. Hopefully it's the same today.
Yeah, two court complex, of course. On the other court at the moment, I'm not sure. Well, it was one of the games in the ladies' play. It was taking place. Pauline Gallagher from Swinford and Avril McNamee from Donegal. I think Avril came out slightly injured, so I don't know whether that game continued. But they're in court 2, and on court 1 then is the men's first semi-final. I see Robbie McCarthy has come in there as well. Of course, he'll play Tadhg O'Neill in the other semi-final directly after this.
Okay. Score is 6 plays 0.
6 plays 0. Diarmuid Nash.
That's a point. Seven 0.
Nash looks very focused.
He's away to a terrific start in game 1.
Point.
He's serving bullets.
A foot fault on the front line though. I don't think referee Dara picked it up, but anyway, 8-0. I might be getting a little bit particular.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen that one. You're right. So Diarmuid's happy with that reffing.
Terrific player though, Diarmuid Nash, and you know he always has been since his juvenile days, and I mean it's only a matter of time, I would suggest, before he wins a senior singles All-Ireland.
I agree. Said he took a year out, was it last year?
I think he has an Irish Nationals title, if my memory serves me correctly, under his belt now, but I'd have to, I stand corrected on that.
He seems to be around forever, as long as I'm playing handball. Diarmuid's name is in the top ranks.
0 plays 9.
You can watch Charly, a lot of videos of him on YouTube. So
short ball.
I'd say there could be 10 years in the difference though. I'd say Charly is probably, he's 33 or maybe a little bit older, and I think Diarmuid is only 24 now. I'm not.
I think I'm 24, so I'd say I give him 26.
Diarmuid is older?
Yeah, I think so. He's playing like a man of 40 though.
That's a point.
With his wisdom.
1 plays 9.
1 plays 9.
Charly's going to have to do something here if he wants to do any damage in game 1.
Short ball.
Short ball. Terrific athleticism there from Diarmuid. Just a great rally. Oh, great stuff. Good ball players.
That's a point. 2-9.
Best rally of the game so far. Excellent stuff.
I think it was a rally that really Charly had to win. Just Diarmuid is very, very flexible. Picks everything.
Diarmuid clearly not showing any signs of tiredness after his tough tiebreaker game yesterday against Colin.
3 plays 9.
Is the comeback on?
3 plays 9. Point.
Seems to be a new shot Charly's after bringing into his bag of tricks. Even in the All-Ireland last year, he seems to like this power overhand fists, even with his left down the walls. It's working very well. Caught Diarmuid there.
9 plays 4.
You think he's going to throw it up onto the roof, and next thing he drills it down by the wall.
Great shot.
Side out.
Great shot. So Charly is definitely after putting himself into overdrive here in this first game to try and claw his way
4
back.
plays 9.
He's definitely played the last couple of points at a higher tempo. 4 plays 9.
Side out.
Of course, both players are in terrific shape as well, because at this level of handball, the
9
pace is
plays 4.
unrelenting, and the ball is just flying around the court. So you just have to be in top shape to kind of, if you want to compete.
I'd say as these finals and finals come along, it nearly is a survival of the fittest. If you're anyway unfit, or
10 plays 4.
even if you show a sign that you're getting tired, you're at a disadvantage straight away. Fitness can't come into, it can't be a factor in these games. As soon as you get tired, start hitting silly balls. So at this level, you have to be super fit.
Point.
There's no other way around it.
$11 plays 5, 11 plays 4 even.
11-4. Short ball.
He's definitely borderline on or breaking that front line all the time. Might be hard to see it maybe from where Dara's looking down.
Playing again.
Charly has a few chances for the kill, but he just seems to be trying to pass Diarmuid. I don't think it's going to work. He's going to have to take that shot.
Scores 11 plays 4.
11-4, Diarmuid Nash, first game. Great shot to drag Charly back out.
Where's his chance now? And he takes it.
Good shot.
Great shot.
Side out.
Terrific retrieving there from Charly Shanks.
Okay, that's your first score is 4 plays 11.
First
4
time
plays
out.
11, coming back.
The gallery's starting to fill up here.
It's very warm here. This
Yeah,
morning.
that's what I was going to say.
I think the only handball alley that we'll have to take off our jumpers or hoodies or whatever we have on.
Even yourself, Gav, knew to go to run this weekend. Took Colin to a tiebreaker. If things had went different in that game, you could.
I don't know about that now. Sure, probably boxing above my weight at the moment, but I don't know. Colin, he played well. He probably was the better player, and he should have won the tiebreaker handier. Now I kind of kept at him, but
That's it.
if I had caught him, it probably would have been a little bit of
That's it. You had a
rough
good.
justice on him.
Yeah, you had a good game plan. I think you may have to use some of your tricks there. I was watching. So if you had overcame Colin took Diarmuid to a tiebreaker. There's very little in the difference between all these top players.
Player, please. Charly serves.
These little
Scores
things.
4 plays 11.
I think Colin though had probably
Short
the facility
ball.
to improve a little bit more as the tournament went on, maybe than I would. I'd say I was pushed to the limit of what I was capable of, and he probably improved that little bit when he went to play Diarmuid. And with no disrespect to Colin, now it looks like Diarmuid has maybe upped the ante another couple of notches now this morning, maybe. But I'm sure Colin could have done that as well.
Yeah, that's it. You find as the weekend goes
5
on,
plays
the
11.
game does improve because you're getting so familiar with the court,
Yeah.
the conditions. He's getting to them serves. Charly serves comfortable.
Thank you. 2 bounces.
2 hops.
That's a point.
Diarmuid's moving very well side to side. He's getting to Charly serves.
6 plays
He's able to
11.
place him back, putting Charly in a bit of pressure.
Short ball.
You know, Charly has a terrific facility to get down low for such a tall man. He's really whipping that serve now down particularly low. I think he went for a
Right away, thank you.
2 hops.
So there's the serve coming so low.
Tally played a risky second serve there, maybe, you know, especially after the first. He's been trying to do that though a lot. You know, instead of maybe serving his first serve and it's short, he trying to kind of throws caution to the wind a little bit on his second serve.
It's risky. You don't see many players doing it.
Sometimes Robbie would do it now. He takes a chance on the second serve.
Side out.
Bad mistake from Diarmuid. Charly's worked his way back into the game now very well.
6 plays 11.
6-11.
6-11.
And he is serving well, so you know it's only a matter of time maybe before he gets an ace.
See if them serves are coming so low. Charly put some great hop on the ball.
Oh, he'll be disappointed with that, Charly.
Great re-kill.
11 plays 6.
He needs to make a few aces here if he wants to close out this game.
Shot.
Point. 12 plays 6.
12-6. Diarmuid Nash, the Clare man, in control of the first game here in Ballinrobe.
He's going for broke now. He has to take, if he is an opening, he's going to have to take it. 12-6.
6 plays 12.
Well played.
Side out.
Charly did have a couple of chances there now.
He
definitely had 2 chances inside.
12
Diarmuid,
plays 6.
he just couldn't put it away. Diarmuid is so fast, you see.
I say he had a set up off the back wall. Didn't take it. Had a chance with the left hand. Unlucky.
Point.
Hand error.
I had to take my hoodie off. You don't hear that too often in handball alleys around Ireland.
13 plays
It's
6.
just too warm. 13 plays 6.
Charly seems to be making a few little mistakes. That seems to be the difference. He's making
Point.
hand errors. Diarmuid is very consistent.
14-6.
14 game ball plays 6.
Possible match point. Great serve.
Game.
First game, Diarmuid Nash.
That's the first game. 15-6. I'm surprised at that score, but I think Charly will come back in the second game.
He kind of had a very good start, wasn't he? 7 or 8-0
Yeah,
in front, and that kind of was paved the way for
that's it.
his opening game domination.
It's very hard to come back. Such short games. Charly's going to have to come back in the second game and give it effort. I'm hoping for a tie break anyway.
I'd say everybody listening is hoping will the two of them fools ever get off that. They're definitely not hoping for a tie break. I'd just like to congratulate one of my own girls there who won the ladies B yesterday, Cora Doyle. She beat Siobhan Tully in the final of the ladies B in Colooney in Sligo. She's only 17, so a nice step up into the adult grades for a very well done Cora. If you're listening in, you'll be delighted. I'm after calling you out over the airwaves.
You after embarrassing her now?
After embarrassing her, and I know one of my other younger girls is definitely watching or definitely tuned into the live Facebook stream there. Jodie Keelan, one of our top notchers there, coming up at under 12. So big shout out to Jodie. I'll see you there tomorrow evening for training, 5 o'clock. Put them through their paces again.
Should I give me a day off now?
I had Friday off because I was on my way up here. So the second semi-final today is Robbie McCarthy will play the up-and-coming Mallow youngster Tig O'Neill. Tig had a terrific win last night in his quarter-final against Michael Hedigan. Terrific
14,
battle that was, yeah. It was a brilliant game. One of the later games here last night. So it was a little bit of a bruiser, and if anyone is going to feel the effects of hard games over the weekend now, I'd say Tig will. And of course he has to run into Robbie, who had a kind of a relatively comfortable passage against Tig Carroll in his quarter-final. Tig played very well in the second game and kind of had Robbie under a little bit of pressure, but Robbie pulled away in the end of it. So
that's it. The games ran on late yesterday evening. I think their game was on at was it 10:30 or?
I thought it was, well, they were still in the court at 10:30, yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be an intriguing day's handball.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see Tig O'Neill playing now. I haven't seen him playing in a year. He's after making a semi-final here at the Nationals. So we'll see what he can do against Robbie. No easy task in front of him.
No, certainly not. But he's, of course, the current minor singles champion. He is, yeah. And they won he's a two-time minor doubles champion, so he has to step up to the big boys at some stage, but he looks well equipped because he's a terrific 40x20 player.
That's it, he has the skills. He has the skills, he has the hands. Winning a minor title, it's not an easy thing to do. So now he's up with the big boys now. He's after making a semi-final. That's even a great feat in itself. I'd say he's relishing the opportunity to play Robbie.
I'm sure he is.
So he's after leaving the gallery. Tig O'Neill is probably get tugged out, get warming up.
He's obviously not anticipating a tie break here then.
Maybe not.
Or else his warm-up is going to last for a long, long time.
A grueling warm-up.
There's games on all over the county of Mayo today, in Carnacon and Kilchamock, and I think Lissacull have finals, and the few finals were in Colooney yesterday. So I'm sure a lot of handballers from around the country are playing their finals, whether it be men's B, Masters B, men's A final. I think it was between Galen Reardon and Jordan O'Neill from Antrim, so that looks like on paper to be an interesting game. I'm not sure who was in the men's B final. I think it was down to semi-finals this morning, so I know Kieran Buckley was defeated by Conor Maxwell in the quarter-final. I just saw that result there last night.
Saying best of luck to all them boys as well.
Yeah.
And girls.
So games everywhere.
Actually, I'm in the drop down for 5th place today, so Michael Hedigan, if you're listening, I'm waiting for you.
Okay, folks, quiet please. Start second game. Charly to serve.
Paul Graham entering the venue, beaten yesterday, of course, in the Masters final by Dominic Lynch.
0-0.
Paul, part of the organising team in the prestigious Golden Gloves tournament, was a fantastic success this year by all accounts. Second game has started.
Possibly a sharp ball.
What a pick from Diarmuid.
Point.
Terrific opening rally now, really. Diarmuid Nash picked a couple of great balls, and Charly has to come out with plenty of conviction here in the second to try and stamp his mark on proceedings.
Side away.
I think I'll be disappointed with that. He had a great chance there in the left.
He had it. He doesn't seem to
go
be taking
2-0
his,
up.
Zero plays one.
taking his chances for the kill. I know you don't want to be killing it in front of Diarmuid. He's so fast. He'd probably pick it, but he doesn't want this game getting away from him again.
Bet again.
Oh.
Call it bet again. Watch
The
out
ball was
for him.
called.
0 plays 1.
0-1. Play over.
Probably the right call, I suppose, maybe from Dara. Charly was kind of
He had this out.
looking to play it. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
point.
Oh, that's a bit of a tough one
Yes,
now.
he was there.
Loses
One
the
plays
ace as
one.
well. 1 plays 1. Would be ringing a man like me, and I trying to do commentary on a national semi-final. Man looking to go for a cup of tea with me back in Wexford.
Side away.
I don't think I'll answer the phone. He may just ring out and get me voicemail. He will think I'm in Navan today at the Tri-Town Chase.
1 plays 1.
1 plays 1.
Short ball.
Short ball. Oh, brilliant serve. Great serve.
2 plays 1.
Will he stick with the 3-ball?
That was a powerful serve now.
Short.
Diarmuid seems to be comfortable getting back his.
Yeah, he's not really finding the range on those straight serves. He's probably, he's connecting with the ball and making a good contact, but they're just, maybe his strength is not as powerful in the morning time as maybe what it would be in the evening time. Big chance for Charly. Oh, great shot with his left. Great shot.
He maybe didn't have the porridge, I don't know.
3 plays 1.
Probably.
Sell for Diarmuid.
Play it again.
We're going to do it again. At that point, Diarmuid stepped out in front of it. It's a little bit awkward now. He kind of.
3 plays 1.
He'd be disappointed with that shot. It was a lovely setup off the back wall.
Head away.
Great volley. Diarmuid so dangerous with both hands on the volley. Fly kill. It'll be his number 1 shot.
1 plays 3. Short. Got to clip the line. I call the ball short. Both agree. Short ball.
I wasn't watching the shot, but he definitely fouled the front line again now by a good half a foot.
He did.
Short. Double foul side out.
Cardinal sin. Just that'll be something you always try and. I'll be always trying to tell our juveniles never to serve 2 shorts.
That's it. That could be the difference if this is a tight game at the end. It's just going to happen.
Point.
Great shot.
Charly comes in, makes a point straight away. That could easily been Diarmuid's point.
4 plays 1.
4 plays 1. Charly punishes the unforced error on serve from Diarmuid. 4-1. Oh, what a get. Oh.
Side out.
Got a little bit of a lucky break. It went down the wall.
He did.
And Charly looking to check the ball, but I just think it kicked into the wall, really.
Even Charly done well to pick that ball. And the dive and pick then from Diarmuid. Great rally.
Yeah, well, it was a terrific get from Charly, but he probably would have been disappointed when Diarmuid went to ground. I think the ball just kind of jumped away from him a little bit.
Yeah, he got lucky with the return, came right down by the right wall. A little bit unlucky, but
because if he had got his hand to it at all, I think Diarmuid was kind of out of the point.
yeah, he was on the ground.
Okay, good to go.
We're not seeing the live stream now because we're just kind of commentating ad hoc, so if anyone is posting hellos or goodbyes or whatever you on Facebook, like we can't actually see the comments, so away with you, post away to your heart's content.
1 plays 4.
We won't be able to reply. I don't know who does that, maybe Dara does it, or when he's refereeing at the moment, so don't be putting up anything too controversial anyway.
It's a point.
He went for it.
Ouch, ouch.
2 plays 4.
2 plays 4.
Both men keeping the ball in the roof.
Point.
That's two back walls in a row.
3 plays 4.
And dips him into the ground.
Yeah, it was a low percentage shot really from Charly. You had been better implied to keep it up around.
Short
It's
ball.
very difficult when you play the ball up to the roof and it comes off the back wall. It's not an easy shot, and Charly goes for the kill.
Chance for Diarmuid into the left.
Great rally.
Side out.
Charly wins it. Some great gets there. Charly gets the re-kill into the left corner. Chance it for both players, but Charly takes advantage.
4 plays 3.
Yeah, Diarmuid had kind of control at a point and he let it slip, and
Short ball.
short ball down the right. The engineer's phone is ringing now. Someone is looking for him as well.
Point.
Another
Charly's
point for Charly.
his second server is strong. He's going for the 3 wall
5 plays 3.
into the right. Putting Diarmuid in a spot of trouble. I think he should nearly stay with the 3 wall into the right.
Side out.
Back.
Great kill with Diarmuid. Underhand left into the left corner.
3 plays 5.
3 plays 5.
Diarmuid's on form today.
It's a point.
I thought it was a mistake to let that back to the back wall.
4 plays 5.
It was a
He
kind
was
of
dying. I think he should have just maybe stepped in and hit it. Another bit of a cheapie for Diarmuid.
Okay, good screen ball.
Screen ball.
2 serves. 4-5. If what? I'll call as the serve goes.
What do you think of
4
that,
plays 5.
Sort of screen.
That was a screen, yeah. But I don't know what Charly was.
Yeah, 2 serves.
I mean, he called a screen, so I don't know what his point was. I thought he was he arguing over a point that went down the wall in the rally before that or something. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I thought it was a screen and Dara called it, so I mean, it was nothing more, nothing less, I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about.
Side out.
Because he's serving the ball with his left hand, hitting it down the left. It's not crossing his body.
Five plays 4.
Maybe the angle I'm sitting at.
Shot. What a shot.
Charly hits a laser.
6 plays 4.
Roll out.
He's playing, you know, he's playing very, he's playing well, but just maybe a little bit inconsistent.
Side
like,
out.
There's another, like, I mean, the shot before that was a brilliant shot, and I mean, I think that was kind of a bit of a kamikaze effort. He just kind of pulled it out of
4
nowhere.
plays 6.
An overhand fist, drives it into the ground. It's a bit conservative with his shots, but I suppose the ones he goes for, he's missing them as well, so he's trying to stay in this game.
It's a point.
It's a good
5 plays
passing shot
6.
Great serve from Diarmuid. Nash kind of put him in command in that point. He's serving very consistently down the left now. Good shot from Charly. Great shot.
Six plays 5.
6-5, Charly still ahead.
He's going to get one of those, yes, an ace. It was well picked from Diarmuid though.
Point.
7.
The kill comes off from this time. I just think he has to go for him at this stage. He has been wrapping them balls back around off the back wall, but he went for the kill this time and he got it.
7 plays 5.
I think the big difference in the game is that Diarmuid got a whirlwind start and a sharp ball. Charly holding his back there that time. He's gone to the front wall a little bit gingerly.
Hands on the knees.
I thought he might have twinned something in his back or tweaked something there that time. It's a second serve in any event.
Timeout. Okay, injury timeout called.
Timeout. Can you actually call a timeout and be on a short ball?
Charly takes
Score
an
is
injury
7 plays
timeout.
5.
Injury timeout, was it?
He just decides he wants one, yeah. I think he could potentially take 15 minutes here.
Well, they just clarified that there from referee Dara Daly. 1 second. Injury timeout. You were more on the ball than I was. I didn't hear him calling it. But I don't think he could have taken time out in between a sharp ball anyway.
No. So, how long will he take?
He seemed definitely on the point of contact when he struck that serve. He definitely reached to his back, like, so he might have, and with the power and force that he was hitting the ball at, he might have just maybe tweaked a muscle in his back.
Hopefully it's not too serious.
Well, it is a very good game now. It's an intriguing game. I was kind of making the point there a minute ago that I think the opening exchanges, 7 or 8-0 that Diarmuid went up, kind of was probably the difference in the first game. Like, and even though Charly was playing well, he didn't let him away in the second game, so it's a more even.
That's it, we're neck and neck here. In the first game, even Charly, he played his way back into it. He got into the game. He was I think he was just trying to get set up for the second game. The first game maybe got a little bit too far away from him. Just get comfortable, take a few shots, and get ready for the second game. So sometimes when the first game gets away from you that much, it's nearly not nearly better off to leave it away, but I don't know, maybe save your energy. Probably not good advice, but depends on how far you're behind. Hopefully Charly's alright though, and he can come back in and keep this game going.
Yeah, we have to fill the gaps in the time now, so we'll really have to earn our pay packet now, Peter.
I heard you're a good singer.
To talk indiscriminately for the next 5 to 10 minutes for this injury timeout, and entertain everybody on the Facebook stream.
They're all looking for us to sing here. I don't think so.
I wonder, can we just get a look at those Facebook comments there maybe, and can we see who's on air and who's not on air? Pat Jordan from Kilfane, go ahead Pat, great game lads. Good man Pat, he'll be in the Golden Gloves for the juveniles fairly shortly I think. Nash takes the opener 15-6 GA handball. Sienna Nicorine joined. Good girl Sienna, hope your recovery is on course from your cruciate ligament injury. Last time I did commentary, you were actually beside me in the booth in Briefy House. I see a few functions joined there, Peter. Betty function, your mum.
Oh, yeah.
Alan function joining the broadcast. Tommy Hegarty. Tommy, you can't have a private conversation on the Facebook feed. Hello John, Tommy Hegarty. Why don't you give him a text in private, Tommy, without coming on here and looking to talk to him? William Martinez. Good morning everybody. William, you're obviously sending us a comment from faraway fields. I wonder is Martin Mulcairn's tuned in. Martin, of course, at the moment one of the top seniors in the country is he's on charity work in Uganda. Charly is coming back into the court. He must be ready to roll again. So big shout out to Martin. Yeah, he's
missed here this weekend. Would have been a big name in the draw.
They're gone. I think it's kind of I don't know whether humanitarian is the word, but he's kind of gone to help build. I think they've put up a one wall in a little area in Uganda, but he's kind of gone for educational purposes and maybe just a small bit of a holiday as well. And I think the GA handball organised balls and a few little goodies for the kids out there. So very noteworthy development. I hope Martin has a good time.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Still on a little bit of a break here.
Yeah, Charly and Diarmuid went
More
back in.
time to fill.
They were hitting the ball around there for a few minutes, but they're after coming back out to the court again and after walking back outside. I'm not sure what's happening now.
Robbie McCarthy in the doorway looking very mean there this morning. I think he got a terrifically short haircut there yesterday. Somebody should be charged.
Yeah, I hope he didn't pay for that haircut.
Well, whoever did it, they should. I don't know what. They should be asked to account for themselves in Mullingar. Dominic Lynch, of course, won the Masters title yesterday. He beat Paul Graham in the final. I think they were playing in Kiltimagh. So well done to Dominic. The ladies' final is going to be between Katrina Casey from Ballydesmond and Martina McMahon from Broadford in Limerick. So that's one we're all eagerly anticipating.
It's going to be a repeat of the women's pro stop out in Arizona 2 weeks ago. Martina got the edge there. She beat Katrina in the final. It's a tiebreaker. A cracking game. So I'm sure Katrina is going to want to come back in this weekend and assert her dominance, get a win back.
Certainly, yeah. And I think the Ladies Open this weekend was notable for the inclusion of Ella Donlan and Megan McCann, two young ones, up and comers, decided to step into the Ladies Open competition. So fair play to both girls. Both girls, of course, are fantastic players, have had decorated juvenile careers, and it's great to see them playing in the top echelons of the ladies game. And I'm sure over the next number of years, the little bit of experience that they're gaining now will stand to them. Good man, Oisin, you're up late in New Zealand shouting for Diarmuid, Nash. Big shout out to you. He doesn't say where in New Zealand, but Diarmuid is back into the court now. I'll tell him afterwards you posted on the feed there to say hello. St. Joseph's, was it, Don? I think. Maybe not. Maybe Robbie won it down there. I'm not 100% sure, but could have been. I know he definitely won one.
The current handball president Uachtaráin, Joe Masterton, and his wife just came on court as well.
Galen Reardon has taken the men's A title with a 15-9, 15-13 victory over Jordan O'Neill. Thanks to Cora Doyle there for the updates. The age of modern technology, so the injury timeout extends to the bones of 10 minutes.
Yeah, I hope Charly's alright.
Might be a troublesome development for Charly now, well, particularly in this game. Probably maybe something like that would probably be okay during the week, but it might inconvenience him here now in the second game. He might have to change direction with the point of his attack on serve. Maybe he might not be able to persist with that low serve.
Might have to go into a lob. Diarmuid though has two strong hands. Which side do you do the lob too? He's nearly so comfortable with people serving down the right to him. I'd nearly lob it down the left. It's hardly a tactic by Charly, trying to get Diarmuid cold. And he'll come back on court.
No, I'd say Charly seemed to me to be. He was playing well. I won't say well within himself, but he was playing fairly okay, and he was in the lead in the game. So I don't see any reason why he would have wanted to kind of, to call an injury timeout for, especially after losing the first. I mean, his prerogative or priority would be to get back into the game maybe as quickly as he could.
Diarmuid's still on court here at the minute, trying to stay warm.
Just checking there, are there any more comments? Around the walls for the medals, lads.
It's important for Diarmuid to keep warm and to keep focused. You can't think about the opposition and their injury. You have to just focus on your own game. And if the game does resume,
what was that?
I was just saying that Diarmuid needs to keep focusing on his own game and keep warm. And regardless if Charly comes back in or not, he needs to be ready. And if he does come in, he just needs to keep on his game and can't let it affect him. You often see players coming in, they could have a leg strapped, and it does play on your mind a little bit. Oh, is he injured? Do I have an advantage here? And it kind of takes away from what you're meant to be doing and focusing on your own game.
So just in case you're joining us here from Ballinrobe, it's 7-5 to Charly Shanks in the second game, and Charly has taken an injury timeout, which at the moment is maybe approaching close on 10 minutes. Referee Dara Daly is making his way down the steps, maybe just to see how Charly is or what's the position. I think he kind of went out that time with did I hear a northern voice was down there? Maybe it was his physio or someone part of his backroom setup. Maybe he's going to get some kind of a little bit of treatment.
Yeah, someone seemed to follow him outside there.
I suppose the next competitions on the horizon for GA Handball are the club finals, and Leinster will be represented this year. You were there last year, Peter, but Kells from Meath, the ageless Tom Sheridan, Brian Carroll, Gary McConnell and Michael Sheridan, they're going to represent Leinster this year, and I think Mallow have come out of Cork. I stand corrected on that now, so I'm not sure when that's. It's definitely on over the next couple of weeks. Maybe.
I haven't been following it now, but no, we opted out of that this year. 2 years in a row. But trying to focus on other tournaments this year.
Yeah. Worth the fortune. This is a big money job now, Paul. I hope you know. I won't be able to get back in the car with the brown envelope we're going to get.
I think he could be dreaming there.
Charly Shanks back in. Seems to be none the worst. Or none the worse even, maybe. Might be a better phrase.
I hope the injury doesn't act up again, because I'd say he nearly took all of that 15-minute injury time out.
Go. Charly, you're on a second
Looks
serve.
like they're ready to go again.
Yep.
Second serve is right there.
Quiet, please. Second serve.
Very sharp.
Score is 7 plus 5.
He doesn't really forget anything. 7-5 Shanks. First point now will be really critical. Oh, a bit of a. Oh, is it coming around off the back wall to Diarmuid? Oh,
it's a point
into the left-hand corner. It's kind of a big point to win, you know, after a time out of such length or an injury timeout to kind of get the first point. That's loose, Charly. He got away with it. Oh, big chance. Good shot.
First 2 quick points there for Charly. Just what he needed. Maybe Diarmuid
9 plus 5.
2 crucial points now from Charly to stretch the lead out to 4. 4 is better than 2, obviously. It's double it. Oh, it could be 5 here. Big chance. No, he didn't get it. 5. AS is clear at 10 play 5.
10 plus 5.
He's keeping with that hard serve.
Shot. Good shot, Diarmuid.
5 plus 10.
So Diarmuid back in. The lead was 2. It's stretched out to 5. Shanks favoured to win the second game at this point.
Point.
It's a great serve from Diarmuid. Ball going across the
6
court.
plus 10.
Hard to get your hand to it.
Yeah, I think if there was anything kind of significant wrong with Charly's back now, he wouldn't have been able to pick that serve out. So
Screen ball. 2 serves.
ooh, 6-10.
Short.
Screen and a short.
Second serve.
1 foul. Second serve, Diarmuid. surprised he didn't let that off the right wall.
Back up to the roof again.
Whipped out of that.
Charly flattens that
Side
ball.
out.
What a shot. Tom Sheridan
10
special
plus
that
6.
was. Stone dead into the left hand corner. 10-6.
Diarmuid maybe overhitting that roof. Just
Side
a little bit.
Oh,
Give Charly another chance off the back wall.
6 plays 10.
Dips that one into the ground.
yeah, he put it into the ground a long ways from the front wall. Though.
He did.
He's just kind of playing a little bit inconsistently.
Short.
Great drag on that serve from Diarmuid. Unfortunately, it was short for him. Oh,
Point.
what a miss.
Charly maybe rushed that one a little
7-10.
bit. Tried to volley Diarmuid's 3-wall serve.
Short ball.
I'm calling the ball short,
On
Dermot.
the line.
Short.
I call the ball short. Both agree.
Yeah, it
Second
was
serve.
short.
Nearly a perfect serve.
So it's 7-10. Chance for Charly. Oh, good shot.
Out.
He takes it.
Ten plays 7.
10-7. Very enjoyable game so far.
Short.
So Charly keeps having. He needs to go for them kills. Diarmuid's too fast. He's not going to tire him out. Trying to pass him. He's getting a few chances. And the few he's getting, he needs to be clinical.
It's down. Side out. 7 plays 10.
And out. 7-10. Diarmuid back in.
It's a point.
8-10.
8 plays 10.
So he's cut the lead from 5-2.
I said Charly served the last time. He didn't make an ace at this level. Can't really afford that. And Charly's his game is nearly based around his great serves. You know,
Point.
it's difficult.
I think he's not going to play on.
Okay, folks, that's game. Injury timeout.
So he obviously was in a. It didn't look like it, but I'd say maybe when he hit that shot there, that time, that he just felt that he couldn't go on.
Yeah,
And I suppose the top players, rather than kind of try and persevere and stick it out, you know, Charly probably has his eye on the bigger picture, maybe.
that's right. You know, I don't want to say it's only the Nationals, but 2018 is a big year for handball. Obviously, the Worlds is coming up in August. It's not worth risking maybe what might be a small injury turning into a big injury. Obviously, Charly knows best.
I thought when he kind of got back in though that he was still playing with plenty of fluency, and the injury didn't seem to be, or the niggle didn't seem to be affecting. But I just think on when he actually pulled up on that, I'd say the shot that he was after playing probably caused him more discomfort, and he probably said no.
I think so. Yeah, that's it. Like, he was still hitting his low hard serves, and they were working well, but obviously, you know, one stretch too far.
And he was in the lead at the time.
That's right, yeah.
10-8 or 10-9, 10-8 I had on mine.
Obviously, my wish for a tiebreaker is not going to come true now, but
No, you're out of pocket again. I think you may go out to Paddy Powers again and do another bet for the next game.
better.
So a premature end to the first semi-final. Charly Shanks retired injured. Diarmuid Nash the winner on a 15-10. 8-9, 8-10 was the scoreline when Charly decided to call stumps or call time. So the next semi-final then will be between Robbie McCarthy from Mullingar in County Westmeath, and he's going to take on the current All-Ireland minor singles champion, or the champion from 2017, Tig O'Neill from the Mayo club in County Cork.
I look forward to that one.